In just 2 years, this 22-year-old went from having a viral hat drop to building a hat empire with million-dollar drops and thousands of fans selling out every release. We pulled up to see his brand new $750,000 spec'd out Rolls Royce Cullinan, his exclusive new hat drop, what it really takes to build a hat empire, and most importantly, we talked about his faith in Christ. So get ready to take notes. It was a pleasure. I mean, we kind of took a step back. I mean, I've always still been running my business on the back end, even, prior to that. I feel like people got to know us because of YouTube, but I've always been running my media company prior on the back end.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're back, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
sure. Now we're going to take it to the next level for sure.
Yeah. The design lab, this is where, the guys get really creative,
Yeah,
we have
they go in there. We
have
just got them coffee too, so they edit harder.
Yeah. Our meeting
like
table
this.
/ chill area,
Did you intend that for it to be like a cross like that, or?
Yeah, actually, I wanted it to be a cross.
What's like the meaning behind that?
I would say I'm very religious. I would say I'm very, very religious. I grew up in a very religious family, I could say.
I love that, bro.
More like Catholic,
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like one of the reasons why we took a step back too. Once we, started getting deeper into our faith, it just kind of made us reevaluate, everything, because chasing success, chasing all that,
I think the same way. Sometimes we get caught up on doing,
bro.
on chasing what we're chasing.
Yeah.
And then forget about a lot of important stuff.
Yeah, which is.
So you gotta look back,
Jesus,
before it's too late. So basically, this is our little break area. We have the restroom. We have a little couch area for here. Then this is our little storage area.
Yeah, this is
where we store the hats. We just added those racks. We have another location as well where we store some of our stuff, but this is our main one now. This is where we're gonna be packing out and fulfillment out of.
Yeah. So this is more fulfillment portion of the business.
Yeah,
right?
we have a storage area because, bro, we have it just fills
it
up.
just
Especially the packaging. It's not even the hat. Sometimes the packaging that's so bulky. For example, sometimes a box this big only fits 4 boxes because they already come pre-built and it's a headache.
Yeah. Especially to be able to move around too. You know what I mean?
For sure, bro. For sure. It's so here we actually have a meeting with a forklift later, so we're gonna try to get.
Okay. A forklift. Yeah. Now that's the other part too, man. Getting machinery and equipment to be able to
equipment.
Move,
That's why we added the shelves. We never had shelves, but I like it. I think it looks more professional, and you could use the top space for sure.
Well, what do you think was one of the biggest challenges that happened in your business as you started to really pop off?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. We started the business in Fresno, California.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I started making the first hats in Fresno, California, and then we ended up having to move to a town called Chowchilla.
Okay.
Which is even more up north by Merced.
Okay.
And I had some friends there, and thankfully they were able to help me out, get a house there and stuff to rent at that time. It's crazy because we had a downstairs bedroom. It was a 2-story house actually. We had a downstairs bedroom, and over there's not really expensive as it is here.
Yeah. Oh, here it's crazy.
Really expensive, but here it's it's triple the price.
Yeah, it's crazy out here, bro.
So I had a downstairs bedroom. I converted into an office. And then I did the epoxy flooring little by little, and then I covered up the window and put some wood there to make it seem like it was
it's like a warehouse.
It was a little it was just a little office. I had a little setup. I used to see all these other brands, and I saw them having a little setup, and I thought it was really cool at that time. And at that time I was probably selling just 200 hats. You know what I mean?
It's still an accomplishment.
It's still an accomplishment. I mean. Even when I sold 25 hats, it was still an accomplishment.
100%.
I mean? Then we transitioned to the garage because it just got bigger.
Yeah.
Painted the garage black, and then I pressure washed it myself. And I actually ended up painting a lot of stuff myself, and then my friends came and helped me paint as well. And then we set up just plastic tables, the ones from Costco. And then we had racks, the ones from Lowe's. And that's where we would put the hats. And con eso llegaba pallets the UPS, llegaba UPS, and it was happy meal time. Acomodar,
yeah.
So I come from that, so this is wow, you know. But like you said, sometimes I feel like we do forget about a lot of stuff.
It's true because I feel like you get used to it,
You get used to it.
And that was my problem too when I started to realize that, because even when it comes to spending or things, the more that you get, the less that it gives a meaning, and the less that it has a purpose. And it's So then why am I chasing all this if at the end of it I'm still gonna feel the same way, you know?
I mean, I understand you in that part, because sometimes, like, for example, cars, right?
Yeah.
I buy cars, but at the end of the day, I think, and I still do think about it, bro. I still buy them, realistically, why lie? But like jewelry and cars, I'm just like,
Why?
why? But at the end of the day, it's like I tell people, you know, like my friends and stuff. I was like, I'm still Henry. That doesn't change.
Yeah.
You know what
It's
I
still
mean?
you at
It's
the end of
still
the day.
me. That does.
Yeah,
That's not going to change, and it won't change.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah. So that's probably like something that I had
To come to a realization
to come
with.
to realize. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And it's true, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Especially if it's your passion. But like you said, right? You know, going back to how we were talking inside, it's like when you understand that foundationally the purpose is different and it's bigger. Like, yes, do all this, you know, but also remember like what the mission was. You know, I think one of my biggest realizations was that when I started succeeding, I was like, oh, I did this. It was my hard work, and it started becoming like I, right? And then again, once I started getting deeper into my faith, I started to realize like, bro, it was never about me. He just used me to open up that door to be a possibility for other people to go through.
Yeah, I totally get you in that for sure. You know, because at the end of the day, it's like, so when you have faith and you believe in stuff, it's like, I'm very religious in my own way. You know, I'm not like in church praying or like, you know what I mean. But like, I just grew up around God. I have like some people think my tattoos look evil, but I actually have like a Virgin Mary, and then I have a cross, and I have Saint Jude. You know what I mean? It's like I'm
You're faith based, foundationally.
and this was before I even got into it, so I feel like some people abuse it as well to their own benefit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People use God and use all this stuff.
Yeah.
I did this before I even had a brand. I had
Yeah.
tattoos. I have a cross with Jesus on it before like a big one on my arm.
Yeah.
Before I even started this brand stuff. But now that I'm into the market, you know, I realize that a lot of people do use it to their advantage.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's everybody for their own, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and I feel like I want to touch on that too, because I think for me, that was kind of why I had a hard time with faith, you know, because the people that hurt me the most were people that brought me closer to the church, that brought me closer to faith, you know. And I was like, okay, well, you know, what's the whole point of this? But then I come to the realization of like, that is why we need God, because we're all flawed and we all make mistakes, you know. And of course, we're going to encounter deeper people that are maybe less deep into their faith, to where of course they're going to make mistakes. You know, we all sin still every single day, regardless of how close we are to him, you know. And so because of that, I was like, you know what, let me seek God above anything else, above the people, above the church, above anything in that, obviously.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't say I'm that much into religion yet, as much as you are, and I'm happy you are, you know. And I don't know if I'll ever get that far, you know what I mean? But I still believe in God every day, you know what I mean? And I agree that, you know, there's, even how close you are to the church, there's flaws, because I've experienced like, you know, like people close to family, friends that are like so much into church, but I know them in person when we go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when the cameras are off.
When the cameras are off, when the phones, when the stories are done. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I know you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Like, that's not true. You know?
Man.
Yeah.
It's a part. You know, I never thought too that I would get so deep into it. For me, it was just kind of like one of those moments where it just snapped on. You know, and obviously I'm still navigating that. I'm still trying to figure out what the whole purpose of it is, you know, and the why. And I still have battles, you know, because I'm like, do I do this? Do I not do this? Do I still put content out, or is that against what I'm supposed to be doing? But I think that I've come to the realization that I can continue to build my brand, but again, foundationally, always know who it is for.
100%, I agree to what you're saying, but like, this is something that I always tell people, you know, like, you got to believe in what you want to believe, obviously, as well. You can't tell someone, like, if somebody believes in another religion, I'm not going to sit there and talk him out of it, you know what I mean? Because I don't want nobody telling me what to do, you know? But at the end of the day, it's like I tell the guys, you know, respectfully, is like, to keep your life going, you have to work, you know what I mean?
You got to move.
And if your work involves making content, then that's what you have to do, you know? Sometimes it may go against, like you say, sometimes you sit there and think about if it goes against it or for it. And like I said, I'm religious, but I'm not like crazily religious like that, you know. But again, like, you have to do what you have to do to stay alive. You have to feed your I don't know how many kids you have, you know, but you have to feed them. You have to put a roof over their head. You have to put a roof over your girlfriend and yourself, your wife and yourself. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like that's where like you're telling me you get stuck right there, right?
Because it's like, I mean, I think coming more than anything because it's so new still. It's like, well, how do I move, right? But I've come to the realization that I have my conversations and I'm like, God, if this is where you want me to go, I'm gonna move. Because I was in that place too where I was just like, I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna stay here. And I just started realizing that like
you still have to move.
Yeah, and I was like, no, like I still have to move because faith, without actions is, delusion.
It's illusion. It's like for example, right? Like people say we all have the same 24 hours, right? First of all, like I believe in God. Some people may not believe in God. God gives us those 24 hours. You know what I mean?
Regardless.
But again, it's like God gives you those 24 hours, but like you have to move. Like you said, you have to move in those 24 hours. You know what I mean? You have to move. Yeah.
Yeah, and so now it's like in my mind, in conversations with him, I'm like, I'm gonna move. And if you don't want me to go a certain direction, then block it. Don't even let me get close to that.
Yeah.
And then, because again, like you said, right, I got to move. I got to fulfill my purpose. And if he's going to use this in whatever way, then, let that be fulfilled. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's super dope, bro.
For sure.
So this is the baby right here, huh?
This is my newest build. I'm actually building a few more cars, but this is my newest build.
Bro, this is crazy.
This is again, once it's done, you think about it, you're like, why did I do that? But it looks cool, what I mean? It looks cool. This is so basically this is a 2025 black badge Rolls Royce Cullinan.
Yeah.
And I actually paid a lot because I bought it when nobody had it yet, still that much. So, but then I put this and I put that on it, so it just came out recently. And so yeah, it's the new 25 with the facelift. It has a Charles blue interior, so it's baby blue, and then I have a wide body kit by 1016 on it.
Bro,
so
this is
probably
insane.
one of like maybe it's probably like one of 15. No, not of the same spec, but one of 15 wide bodies in total, or one of 20. I may be wrong, or maybe more, but this is like one of one. So Planet Motorsports, they did something like a Kim K style car. You know, it's like all color match. So basically,
the color is insane too.
Yeah, the color's insane. Now they got it down so perfect. Shout out George and those guys, man.
Shout out those guys
from Planet Motorsports for doing this, and they color matched everything. So initially you pay a lot more money for a black badge, and this is what it is.
Yeah.
Because all the trim come black, so all the grill and everything come black.
Yeah.
And I just painted over it,
bro.
So I unblack badged it in a way.
I mean it's still there. You know what I mean?
Still there.
In the
It's
bones.
still super badass, bro.
Bro, it's
insane.
I love
it. They even did the little emblem.
Cause that would have came black.
Yeah, it comes black.
Yeah,
yes, it comes black. Yeah.
Bro,
and even in here,
insane.
if you look sideways, you can see the blue. And
I think I did see that on. I think you posted on like a story or something.
And if you look the other way, you can see the blue.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy.
And then what kind of this is what forged, right? Or
this is forged carbon. Yeah. This is forged carbon. I just don't think the regular carbon or the or the black badge carbon looks as good as forged carbon on these cars.
Especially in a model like this.
Yeah, man, the gray with the forged just looks so insane.
Bro.
Yeah,
bro, this is crazy.
So this is the Charles blue interior, for the
this is crazy.
black badge I have. Yeah, it's pretty clean. I like the suicide doors. It's like one of my coolest options. I was trying to do it on my Brabus G-Wagon, but I couldn't.
So what is it?
I try to do this style of doors on my Brabus G-Wagon.
Bro, that'd be crazy too.
Yeah, but it's a hard conversion. There's a lot of welding and stuff involved. So yeah, so this is pretty much spec'd out. It has the mats. The
like the thick ones, right?
I forgot what they're called. I think they're called like lambskin or something. I don't know.
It's like it's like a gorilla, bro.
like the chest
you know what I mean? It's like a gorilla.
And this is it has the new digital dash on the 2025. It has a new digital dash, everything, and you guys know, on breakfast.
Soft and chewy.
Yeah, so honestly, bro, this is like, it has a factory stars, everything.
Bro,
I think the digital dash is my favorite part because I think everything else looks the same as the old one. The digital dash, everything's touchscreen basically.
Oh, it's touchscreen.
Except the front. Yeah, and then yeah, pretty much. I think it's like the best color combo, like that
it's
a lot
different,
of people
bro.
that a lot of people like. I think it's the best color in my opinion as well.
This is crazy.
I mean, obviously, who wouldn't love black? I had my black one was actually had the same interior, so it was really nice.
This is crazy. How much was the total build at, if you don't mind me asking?
So when I bought it, I paid pretty high. I'm not gonna lie, because I wanted it really bad. Like before a lot of people had it, so I paid about $580,000.
Okay.
And then the build, I think it was like 150, 160. Cause I didn't do Mansory. Mansory is like 300K easy. Yeah, so yeah, like 150, 160K on like optioning it out, like with the aftermarket stuff, you know, like we painted all that, we color matched everything. It looks like an artist car, you know.
It is.
I am an artist.
That part.
Nah. So yeah, basically it's
so like what, 750, like
750, 750, 730, 750, you know, around there. I don't have the exact numbers, but yeah, but I mean when I'm driving, bro, everybody's like, what the
bro,
heck
it's
is
insane. Because I mean, obviously you can see like Cullinan, but wide body
with
rims,
the wheels are
Ford,
crazy,
bro.
huh?
Just the wheels itself, like give it that, like, okay, this person really cares about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I really care about cars, honestly. I know a lot of people say that's bad, but I really care about it.
It's a passion thing,
I'm like that meme, you know, it goes, you still live in the hood, but you have like a Ferrari right outside your house. Yeah. And then it's be like priorities are wrong. But, you know,
it's a passion thing, bro. You know what I mean?
I think it has a lot to do with, like, some people think it's just like because you could do it, but at the end of the day, it's like you never know if in your lifetime you're gonna be able to afford a Lambo, you know?
Yeah.
And for me to be able to do it, was like one in a lifetime, you know?
Yeah.
And now
especially build it out.
And now I have more Lambos, you know what I mean? So it's like wow.
Yeah.
Like one was like.
How do you process that?
I just feel like I always tell people you can't let it define you. You can't let a car make you think you're better than somebody else, you know what I mean? Even though I'm building my car to be one of the best cars out there because I want to feel like it's the best car, a car shouldn't make you feel better than anybody else. Like when we go to Rodeo Drive, right? And I pull up in my, well, not no more, but in my SF90 Ferrari, people were like, can I sit in it? Yeah, go ahead. You know what I mean? Some lady was like, are you sure if I stand by the door? Go ahead. You know what I mean? It's just a car. Like it's just a car at the end of the day. It just looks, it's a cool car, but it's just a car.
Yeah, that's great to hear that from you, because I mean, I think a lot of people, at the end of the day, bro, you're an example to people, you know? And I think one of the things that I always want people to carry, because outside looking in, you know, obviously we were talking about faith earlier, we dress like the world, right? You have things of the world, but foundationally, you care more about people than the things that you have.
No, foundationally, like we said, you're still Jose deep in under all your clothes. I'm still Henry. Under all his clothes, under the jewelry, under the car. You know, I'm still Henry.
Under the hat.
Under the hat, I'm still Henry. Under the hat. Under the hat, I still have hair, guys. You know, yeah, man. It comes down to being who you are at the end of the day. You know, and I feel like it's tough also deciding who you are as a person, because I feel like you go through so many stages yourself. Faces, you go through so many faces that you don't even know, you know?
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I feel like that's one of the things too, where now that I was talking a little bit more about God, people are like, oh, but you used to drink. Oh, but you used to party. But you used to this. And it's like, there's a reason. Exactly. Well, the way that I see it, it's like, it's a process. You get to see it. And I'm not ashamed by it. You know what I mean? It's like, and the reason why I leave it up is because I want people to see the transformation. It's like, you can be in a bad place and still come out of it and still win, you know?
Yeah, I was just, I think I was on TikTok and I saw somebody was like an athlete or something.
They got baptized?
Oh. No, and he like quit the sport and just went full religious, you know? And some people are just meant to do that. Some people are like, why can't you do it? Why can't, is it bad if you used to drink and now you did it? He was probably like doing stuff that he shouldn't. He was probably smoking, you know what I mean? He was probably kicking it with the team, getting high, you know, doing a lot of stuff, going to the clubs and stuff. So why can't
people change?
People change, you know?
I feel like, honestly, for a family car, this is like the...
That's crazy.
Yeah. My lady wants a G. I had a G-Wagon. I had a 2018.
Yeah, our family car is a 2025 G63.
Yeah.
We made it full Brabus original.
Oh, for real? At the black one, right?
The factory black one. It's factory matte. Well, we actually had a gray one matching this one. We had to spend somewhere, so we got rid of it. We got rid of it. But then we bought another black
one. No, that one's hard, bro.
We
that
bought,
build out on that's crazy.
We bought the matte black one, and then we build it, and then we have the actual family car is the one that's really the family car is a wide body Performante Urus. That's a family car, yeah.
Just 3 family cars: Cullinan, Performante, and the G-Wagon, spec'd out.
It's spec'd out to the highest
spec'd out, not just the regular.
Thankfully, though, it's like it's like I mean,
God is good, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. God is great, God is God, know. But again, like it comes back to the same 24 hours,
Yeah.
Like, God is waking you up every day, but God still needs you to go out there and get it done.
That's kind of what I was saying earlier. It's like, faith without acts is delusion. You still have to perform. And I think a lot of times, like, and I mean this because I feel like this was where I used to be mentally too. It's like I would always, I'm pretty sure you've probably been in this situation too. It's like you work, you're barely making ends meet, and then you save up a little bit, and then for whatever reason, something happens. Either your car breaks down, you need new brakes, you need new tires, you get a ticket, and then it's all gone. But the more repetition that you have and the more that you do it and you don't give up, there's going to come a point where you break through. You know what I mean? Even now, this is what I always try to tell people. In 2013, 2014, I was reading this book called Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins. And he talks a lot about like Roth IRAs, stocks, stuff like that. But in my mind, I'm like, bro, I can't even do anything because I don't even have money. If I put 20 bucks into this, like, it's still not going to give me anything. Even if I wait 20, 30 years, like I'm broke, I have nothing. And so now with crypto, I don't even know if you're into it, but like long-term investments in the crypto, I feel like that's just going to give people that second opportunity to be able to like get into something and really make a lot of money without really having a lot, And I'm not talking like meme coins, like none of that. Like I'm talking actual investments.
Like Bitcoin.
I would say Bitcoin, but I'm a huge fan of XRP. I don't know if you heard about it.
See, yeah, that's the thing. See, this is the thing that I was just telling the whole team yesterday, Sometimes I wish I went to college and I wish I had more knowledge and I wishing could still happen. But right now, it's like you say, like faith without action is delusion, right?
Yeah.
So if I just wish and wish and wish and I stop working to do that, how am I going to maintain? How am I going to meet ends meet? How am I going to make ends meet? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that's being delusional.
Yeah, exactly.
It comes down to the same thing, like me thinking that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that without doing it.
Yeah.
It's delusion.
100%. But
so you still have to do what you gotta do. Yeah. And you understand that. That's why you may stand out from other people that you think may be the same as you, but you stand out because you know the difference. There's people who like you say, faith. But what about the steps after faith? What about the 24 hours that follow after it?
Yeah.
Once God wakes you up in the morning. Once the cameras are not on. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Faith is not. It's not gonna It's not gonna do you any good if you don't push it. You know what I mean?
You don't apply it.
Yeah, you have to apply it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
It's like me. I could tell you in cameras I'm faithful and I'm faithful and I'm faithful. But if I don't wake up tomorrow and come to work, I'm not faithful. I'm gonna be faithful, but I'm not gonna. But God is gonna be like, okay, I gave you that faith.
What did you do with it?
I wake you up.
Yeah.
Why didn't you get to work? You know what I mean?
It's true. And I feel like a lot of times people don't want to go through that pain of it because I remember too, like I started getting into like crypto in 2019, right? But the learning curve, bro, I was like, what the heck is a blockchain? What is this? What is that?
See, that's
and I'm like, I'm over this, But then I started really getting into it, and I started, I would lay down maybe like around 11 p.m. at night, and from 11 to like 1 in the morning in bed, I would just watch videos. Be like, oh, that's what it is. Oh, that's what that does. Oh, what's a meme coin versus something that actually has real world use and utility, and an actual business, and it actually solves a real world problem and can make, the exchange of money a lot better, right? And so I started getting really into it, but at first I was like, I don't even want to watch this. I don't understand it. It's uncomfortable. I have no idea what these people are saying. But the more that I got into it, the more that I'm like, oh snap! Like I'm glad. You understood it as well. And it's a fulfillment process too. And I'm sure that's how it was too with when you started your hats. It's like, I like this design, but where do I design it? But where do I even get the hats from? But is this even a trusted source? You have all these hurdles.
Or it's a perfect example. Like you like the design.
Yeah.
Your customers don't like it.
Yeah.
You're screwed.
You're gonna be wearing it.
That's delusion.
Yeah.
That's kind of like being delusional, right?
Yeah.
Like we just had this meeting as well. I could think I had it so fire, but if nobody's gonna buy it, how am I gonna make another hat? How am I gonna afford to make another sample? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's, again, you have to like see what people actually want, and you have to put your foot down and stop yourself and be like, okay, whoa, I love it, I like it, I wear it.
Yeah.
20 guys won't wear it.
Yeah.
One guy may like it. That one guy's not gonna give you that money those 20 guys would give you.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to give people what they want.
Yeah.
Again, it's pushing through that barrier that you're talking about of doing something that goes out of the comfort zone, that gives you return and gives you like
that growth that you're still in pursuit of. You know what I mean?
It's like, again, you know, comes back to that got stuck in my head now that you said, you know, it's like delusion, right? It's like you still have to get up, and you understand that, like I said, you understand that perfectly fine, so that makes you different than a lot of people.
100%.
A lot of people are still in the first phase. You know,
what would you tell somebody that might be in that first phase to overcome that?
What happened?
Like, what would you tell somebody that's still in that first beginning stage to like overcome it?
I would say, like in the hat,
or just in general.
In general, I would say that you need to you can't put yourself to the side, but you have to really understand the real world. Like if you're into business, you have to give something people want, something people desire, something people will care about, something people, even if you're selling socks, right? Even if you're selling socks, if it's a white pair of socks, there's already 100 white pairs, like you said. You have to give something people want. So you have to come out of your comfort zone. You have to come out of your liking to give people what they want. Because at the end of the day, if you may, like I said, I may like something a lot, but if somebody doesn't like it, they're not gonna buy it. If somebody doesn't like it, they're not gonna wear it, right? So you have to push through. You have to find options. You have to seek information that you don't know. You know, you have to see what other people are doing. You have to see what's working, what's not working.
Lose some money, invest money. Invest.
I mean, it sounds kind of dumb, but like my clothing brand, right? I'm giving it pretty much all away. At the beginning, I want people to wear it. I'm not too happy with the designs. So what? Again, it's like I'm not delusional. I know I'm not gonna sell it. You know what I mean? So what am I doing? I'd rather take that on and grow. Again, it's like being able to grow, being able to understand people, being able to understand that it's not what I want. It's what people want in this market. But that's me just for being in the market. It's not everybody's business. You know what I mean? And
also too, I feel like even that trial period, like it's meant to be that way.
It's meant to be that way.
But people take it as a definitive loss. Well, if I do this and nobody buys it, it's done. I'm not good at this. I'm giving up. This and that. But it's like, no, it's like test what works. I tested, I want to say maybe 6 businesses before my media company actually took off.
Wow.
You know, I used to buy clothes off of eBay and resell them on Facebook Marketplace. And then I got a little bit of money, and then I used to buy cars and flip them. And then I just started, going like that. And it never really amounted to anything. I even wanted to get into real estate investing. That didn't amount to anything. I got my license. I never ended up using it. And then I launched my media company, and that changed my life forever.
Well, it's like me. I've been through a whole lot of jobs in the Central Valley. I used to wash dishes at Javier's on Clovis in Kings Canyon.
Wow.
And I used to go home like around 12 or 1 after finish washing dishes. It's not Javier's from here. I wish. And then after that, I started working in the fields because that's all you have to do. There's only field work. Field work is the Central Valley. There's farms. You work in the field. And then I started tinting. And then I started reselling stuff. I thought I was reselling shoes. That didn't go as well. So then I started reselling AirPods and stuff like that. And thankfully, it took off to other businesses from there until now. You know what I mean? And it's like that trial and error. You know, it's like if it's not making enough, I tried to flip cars before too, and it didn't work.
But you know how hard that is,
like,
bro.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like flipping cars is like people scam people.
People
scam you.
Yeah, bro. People delay on the projects. Like they don't give it as much effort.
Oh my god! The first time I actually bought a car off a lot, I think it was a Chrysler 200. But it was the old one, like the first model. So I want
with the pointy front.
With the pointy front still. I think it was a 200. Yeah, it was a 200. And then crazy thing, bro. I left a lot. This was in Sanger, California, because I saw it on Facebook Market and I want to go get it from Fresno to Sanger. No lie. On the way home,
Broke
My
down.
engine blew. On the way home.
Yeah.
On the way home. My
That's
engine
devastating, bro. Yeah.
super devastating.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially if that's something that you're relying on a lot,
yeah,
you know,
well,
at
I
that
mean,
moment. That's all your money right there.
that's all your money, bro.
Yeah.
Sadly, you
Yeah.
know. But again, it's happened to me so many times. I'm so over it. You know what
You're
I mean?
used to it, you know what
Man,
I
I
mean?
hope this bad boy don't give you no problems.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
nah.
Oh, we got you guys. The donuts finally came,
Oh,
bro.
let's go.
The donuts finally came. Let's get some donuts. So here we have Jonathan,
Got
and
Jonathan
he's
over here.
one of our head designers here.
So, bro. Pleasure to meet you, bro. Yes, sir.
So he does
Brother,
content.
how's it
stuff,
going,
too.
man? Jose,
Yeah, and
pleasure
then we
to
have
meet you, brother.
JP.
Pleasure to meet
That's
you.
the manager.
Yeah,
here.
bro.
He's the one in charge here. Your social media
Let's
guy.
go.
You know, actually growing my brand. I saw him do a lot of podcasts for other people, and I thought it was pretty cool. And today we have the pleasure to have him here in our own little 31 HQ. You know, so
I appreciate you having me, bro. You've been crushing it, man. It's an honor, you know, to be here for sure and to open up your warehouse because I know this is your baby. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's just like a baby. You know, it's a private place for everybody here.
Exactly, man.
So we're glad. Hopefully, you guys like this vlog. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Let's go.
I still take my role as a team leader, but
Yeah. And it's your vision too.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
but basically, like, you know, I still want to feel like I'm there. You know.
And it's important, right? Because obviously I work with like a lot of high level CEOs and they're in some shape or form. Like people always have this illusion of like, once I'm rich, I could be hands off and everything is just passive. And it's like, no, the great ones are still active and are always still adding little touches, adding little details. Because at the end of the day, it's your baby. You know what I mean? It's your vision and you're the only one that has the capacity to take it to that level. Regardless of how great somebody else might be, it's still your vision. And the only way it's going to get to that is because of you and your imagination.
It's like me, you know.
Yeah.
I perfect example, right? I know a lot of people who are not in their business that their money stacks and they make money, but mine does as well, but I still want to be in there, you know.
Yeah.
So for example, like when I bought my SVJ, I forgot what day was it. I think it was during the week. I still had to pull up to work the next day.
If I would have bought an SVJ, I would remember the date, the time, the weather, what I was wearing, everything.
Yeah, you see, but again, like it's like you said, it becomes like a normal thing, which is not a bad thing, but it's also not a good thing. You know what I mean? But again, the good thing is I wake up the next day, I still got to shower, get ready, and go to work.
And then go home, take out the trash, help the kids.
Yeah, you know, again, bro, I still have to go to, and people are like, it's not work because you're the boss. It's still work. Like me driving to the warehouse is still work. Me being at the warehouse a full shift is still work. You know what I mean?
And it's a pressure too. I feel like that's the part that a lot of times people don't realize. It's the back end pressure that takes more of the like mental headspace and clarity or even peace of mind because you know you have to run payroll. You know you're dependent. People are depending on you. You know your next drop has to be better than your last one. Like there's all these expectations that a lot of times people don't consider. They just say, "Oh, Henry just drops a new hat and makes M's," but it's like, nah.
No.
Marketing, the pop-up that you just did, strategy, testing new things, collaborations, like all these things that come with it, you know?
So honestly, I'm gonna be honest. We've had a few offers for collabs. You know, we've had a few offers with other big brands out there, clothing brands especially, and artists and stuff. But I really wanted one, but then there's also like stuff where like they say, yeah, we agree and everything, but then I sit back and think like, not that I don't need it or not that I do need it, more like, am I feeling it, you know? And most of the time, I'm gonna be 100% clear with you. Most of the time, no, I'm not feeling it, you know what I mean? Because I feel like we've gotten this far with little to no collabs, basically. And those collabs they did, at least one of them helped us massively. But then again, it's like, I feel like we have our own thing going, you know, like we
got the momentum, you have everything.
We've never had to depend on somebody else or something else, you know, like we had ourselves, you know what I mean? So,
and I feel like that's also one of the things that, you know, I worked with this guy who's like a massive entrepreneur. He ended up doing this collaboration, well, essentially became a partnership, right? He had all this hype going on for him, just massive, making a bag, major impact. And then once he partnered with that other brand, it just like diluted that whole momentum because now people felt lost. Now they were like, what are we really? What's the mission here? What's the
goal?
What's the goal? Especially too, because I feel like once you build something that's so unique to you, people fall in love with that. So they feel like they're a part of it. And the moment that they feel like you detach from that, it's like, hey, well, we were more focused and more hyped about the mission and the fact that we felt like we were all doing it together versus the next hat drop or versus the next collaboration.
It's crazy you say that, because Lua right here, the best blogger ever.
He's a G.
You know, like, he can agree. We just had a meeting about that. It's like, okay, when we do all this packaging and stuff and the keychains and stuff, yeah, it's a headache on our end.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful headache though, right? Even though I'm not having the headache, the warehouse guys are having the headache. It's still a beautiful headache. At the end of the day, like, this is what people want. Like, if we stop doing keychains tomorrow, if we stop doing dust bags tomorrow, people are gonna be like, oh, where are we supposed to be at? You know, because we did that.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we have to better it for them. So that's a perfect example of what you just said. You know, like, what's people are gonna lost. Yeah. People just rather be like, I just go buy it off another guy. Exactly. Like the same guy with the same entrepreneur you said, like, people could just go to somebody else. You know what I mean?
Now it removes the extra reason that kept them united to you. You know what I mean? Now, because again, right, they create that comparison. I always say this, like, even with like my guys, because I help, you know, videographers be able to scale their business. It's like apples to apples. If you compare it, it might look like you're both the same.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
There's a decal. They're gonna start putting that up.
But apples to apples, outside looking in, you're technically the same, right? Until they realize, like, oh, you think different. You have a vision. You have more business acumen. You have a marketing vision. You know how to collaborate. You're actually able to bring resources. That's what people fall in love with. Because outside looking in, if they're to do hats to hats, even though your designs and somebody else's might be different, it's still apples to apples. But the fact that you did the keychains, the packaging, it's like, yo, I'm with 31s because he's leading, you know, the visually, you know what I mean?
And essentially when I do the keychains and stuff like that, it's like people feel like they're getting more for their money.
Yeah, bro.
So now that, again, like, we face the fact that other brands are trying to do it because they notice, like you said, they notice, right?
Yeah.
They notice the people saying, we're gonna stick with 31 because he's doing this, and the brand I love is not doing that. Yeah. Now they feel like they need to do it. Yeah. And we're talking about all the brands here, you know? Because at one point, maybe in the past, they did something that I wasn't doing that I need to do because people love it. You know what I mean?
So why not give it to them?
That's why I don't get upset. I just, like, once they did get upset at me or something, you know, but I don't get upset about it because it's just stuff that goes on that you have to do. It's like
it's the market.
It's like if you're selling apples, right? I'm selling apples. You're giving them to people in the bag, and I'm just giving people 3 apples in their hands. Yeah. What makes it more beneficial? The bag, right? The bag, the convenience. So now I can't get upset because customers are not coming to me. Yeah. Now what am I gonna do? I have to add a bag. Yeah. Now that we're tied, both doing bags.
What's next?
You're going to maybe add, I don't know, like a basket or something. Maybe, something cool to sell it, like, you know, a little basket. And it reminds me.
Maybe you wash them in front of them.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Maybe wash it in front of them. You know what I mean? or like cut it up or something. Put tajin on them.
Pásalo en la boca, you know.
Yeah. You know, it reminds me when you go to the remate and they have the little, like, fruit stand, and then they have a little plate with it, so you could try it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know? That's
it's an experience, man. But it's supply and demand, and that's across the board with anything, you know. And I feel like as more supply hits the market, you know, whether it's in hats or videographers coming into the content creation space, people have to evolve, you know. And that's why I always try to tell my guys, for the same reason. It's like, share your mindset, share your life, your perspective. What are your core pillars? Are you faith-based? Are your mission, your purpose, your dreams? Because that's what makes you unique.
I feel like I understand as a customer, because I was once a customer to a lot of these hat brands. Yeah. I personally had collections of, like, hats, you know, that I liked from most of these hat brands. Like, I would say I can name like 4 I owned hats from, you know. I understood what it meant when my hat came in a brown box with no dust bag, with no clear bag, with just a shipping label in it. I understand how people feel when they receive mine, and they're like opening the first layer, and then they're like picking up the box, and then they're like, I still do it. I still stretch the dust bag and pull it out. You know what I mean? So I kind of, it's just, again, you have to stand out because there's already a lot of people doing it. You know what I mean?
And even from like the content portion of it, right? Because what's gonna happen, like when somebody opens up the packaging, they're gonna want to post content about it. They're gonna want to show it to their friends. They're gonna be like, look what I bought, right? It's like a sense of status. Is the reason why people, whenever they buy, you know, let's say Louis Vuitton, Amiri, or whatever, they post a picture with the bag, you know, even without showing the product, but the bag is already what gives it that like status.
That's why that comes another reason why we did the pop-up and we did shopping bags. And we did even shopping little carts, baskets.
Yeah.
With full custom 31. Because when people are shopping some 31 items, they're posting a pic.
Yeah.
And the pic shows everything branded 31.
Yeah.
It's like Nike when they do a campaign, everything is
Full.
Nike.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about everything.
You say you spent what, 130?
130K plus on it. 100%, bro. I still can't even believe it, you know? I mean, but the mission was not to make our money back. It was to give people an experience.
Yeah, 100%.
Like when people are texting me, hey, can I still pull up even if I'm not buying anything? Of course, come. Hey, if I'm wearing this other hat brand, can I still pull up? Of course, come. Can I still go in the maze? Yeah. Enjoy it. That's why it's there. Yeah. I'm already spending the money. Like
use it.
Enjoy it. Use it. People are vlogging the experience in the maze with the scare artists, all that stuff. You know, everything had a meaning.
Yeah.
Thankful for the people. One of their names was Melissa. You know, and they put it together. They helped me out with everything, and yeah, we made it happen. You know, we had a big crew that day. It was about like maybe like 30, 40 staffs on just site. For that day, on site for that day. We had the mariscos guy, we had the drinks guy, then we had like Bessie Bachi. Shout out to Eddie and his family for always coming through, you know.
Shout out to them.
And then shout out to Angel's Tacos. They came through, you know, put up fire. Some people are just amazing, you know. And then, you know, I had my family there, my kids, you know, and it was a beautiful day, you know. Everybody was there. It was just a blast. We had lines and lines and lines. Some people say it was better Universal. That was the point, you know, to make it a mini Universal.
That's huge.
Yeah, man. Now I wish you would have went. You know,
bro.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah, 100% would have made it out. But I mean, it's kind of one of those things where, you know, I had this conversation with like influencers too, right? To where there's always been this like separation between the follower and the creative, right? Because that's just how it's been. But I feel like now, since there's so much, you know, volume of content, what's going to make that different is giving the people that have supported you throughout the entire process that personal touch. Like, hey, I was with Henry. Hey, like I saw him. Hey, he took a picture with me. Hey, because I saw you were giving out phones. He gave me this phone. I won this, you know, I went to the maze, right? It's that bond that people crave, because at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, people want the hat, but at the end of the day, they want to feel like I'm a part of Henry and his team. Yeah. I'm a part of this movement.
And they really are. When I see somebody wearing one of our hats and their hoodie and their sweatpants, it's like, bro, that is so dope. Like this guy is like 31 team, you know?
It's like you're the one telling him like, yo, let me take a picture with you.
Yeah, no, I do that. When I went to Universal Studios, right, Lou, I was going up to people like, I like your hat. That's my favorite word to say. Yeah. I like your hat. And a lot of people know me and a lot of people don't know me, but that's good that a lot of people don't know me as well, because that means the brand is getting out there. The brand itself, not Henry selling you a hat, the brand, you know what I mean?
And again, they're feeling like they're a part of it because rocking it gives them that sense of like, well, one, status, two, they're part of a purpose, and number three, obviously it's like a community portion, right? To where it's like, hey, if I see somebody else wearing 31, he's somebody that I want to be, you know, connected
for sure.
to.
And you know, those people always tell people like, hey, this is fly. Yeah. Their followers see it and they're like, oh, that must be fly. If he's a cool guy, that must be fly. Yeah. Like, you know, like I know a lot of like influencers as well, like my boy Ramiro, he's been
the twins with the twins.
Yeah.
Ramiro's
twins,
super cool, bro.
Super cool, you know. Fern, him, and the twins pulled up, you know, and Ramiro's always rocking our stuff. Like before I even came up with my brand, shout out Ramiro. Like we used to spend hours talking on the phone before I even sold like 300 hats, you know. And he's been there since the jump as well, you know. And he's a very good friend of mine to this day. You know, we go to dinner, we grab food. He pulls up, we just kick it. But at the end of the day, he's like, Ramiro's just Ramiro and I'm just Henry, and that's why we get along so well, you know, because we both understand our roles. Yeah. Like, you know, some people don't even want to talk to you. Like I text people still and to like give them like care packages and stuff like that, and they're just like, I don't care if you're 31 hats, you know what I mean? But Amiro's just different. He just like puts on the old hats. He likes the old hats more than the new hats. You know what I mean? He's a very cool guy.
First off, shout out to my guy Henry 31 for, gifting us this. This is insane. This one's coming out what, next week?
This one's coming out this Saturday.
3
days, literally 3 days.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's our dust bag, our famous dust bag. So it has.
What's the concept of this?
Well, it's called Take Notes. So it's basically like a notebook. Like, you're sketching stuff out.
I think even the video that you did, right, was like.
Yeah, it was in a classroom. Huh? Yeah. You should put the video up.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up so you guys can watch it.
Sold you the light, bet you go. Won't hold you. I told you, I need you. Like now, I need you to pull up, give me face right now.
Fuck the habit, man. That's enough.
So good, thing, need money. Go up, go down. Fuck it, go up, go up, go down. Go up, go up, go up, go down. Go up, go up, go up, go down.
Alright, you're all cool.
I just need to come into more pussy, find the exit. This is nail salon, this is nail salon. She come and go out. This is nail salon, this is nail salon. She come and go out.
Actually, I'm noticing this is a crazy big box.
It is, bro.
You know what I mean?
It's massive.
So in here,
parece como un chest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a chest, like a treasure. But that's good, right? And then here we have the color pencils. 31. The color pencils actually say 31 if you look. Yeah. So this is details. 8 colors. That's crazy, right? Like some color pencil. Who thinks of some color pencils,
bro,
right?
That's different.
But everything has a purpose, so it shows you how to use them in the bag, basically.
Design your own hat. We'll add B-roll of this so you guys can see the whole thing.
So, design your own hat comes from essentially you get your own drawing notebook. This is a 31 sketchbook, and again it has a bunch of logos. And then the front page you get like a little bit of the logo, and then you put your name, and it called behind the scene. See the design process. Sketch your own 31 hat. Hard, huh?
Bro, it's a whole experience.
So it actually shows you the hat.
Actual sketch.
That's like that. This is like the actual mock-up, and then you have a whole empty mock-up so you could make your own
redesign it.
Redesign your own hat. Your own hat.
Hey, I'm gonna have to make my own design and then send it to Henry.
See if he's hired. We also have one of the most favorite things that a lot of people like is the money pouch. Well, is it supposed to be like a color pencil? Bag. It was supposed to be like the chase bag. Yep. But it's supposed to be like a color pencil holder, for school and stuff like that.
Honestly, I don't even want to open it. It feels like a collector's item.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
People
it's
see it, people stack it, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
But again, that is usable, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can use it. Pop it open, man.
Para cuando vaya a depositar. Yeah, this is crazy. No, honestly, all this feels like a collector's item,
No, it is.
And the crazy thing is you do this on every drop.
Every drop. We do some crazy stuff every drop. Look at this part here. It says, this is my favorite part. My favorite part was actually the cross and the smiley face. Like when we made my kids some custom clothing, we put that on there. This is probably the most craziest thing right here.
Right.
The most expensive thing is the keychain we added this time. So there's actually 6 in 1 keychains. Actually has a 31 logo. It says 31 level. Forever. Look how cool that is, bro. This is a flex.
It's next level.
31 a chapa. The bottle cap.
Yeah, the bottle cap. I've never seen any hat brand do
Check
this.
it out. No. I mean, and if they do, it's because they saw it.
31, they took notes.
A few brands already took notes, I can see. Yeah. We have the 31 vamp.
Custom packaging también.
Custom packaging. That one's called 31 vamp because it's referencing like vampires.
To be honest, I saw like the images that you posted. This one was one of the ones that I wanted. Esta y la fade one. What's comes in my otra?
Fade to black.
Yeah.
That one's fire. It's my favorite too. The inside on that one is clean.
So essentially this right here, I mean, I've heard multiple people say different things, but this is para que te cuide el pelo, ¿no? So that it doesn't get dry.
I mean, a lot of people say a lot of things about it, but I just think it makes it look more premium.
It does.
But a lot of people say it's like silk helps your hair out.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Para que no te lo jale, you know what I mean?
Para que no se te caiga.
Yeah. Se vas a quedar pelón, you know?
You know what? That's smart. I'm gonna open a hair growth tree.
Yeah. Hey,
for the people that buy the hats. That one's a more crazy one.
See, I could have rocked this.
That one's crazy. Yeah, that one's crazy.
Bro.
So that one's new. That one's a new sense of glitter on it.
You have stars over here too in the back.
That's crazy, yeah.
Details.
The details are what matters, you know. A lot of people look at the little details. The inside on that one's crazy,
Bro,
I think popped out so crazy.
insane.
You like green?
Yeah, I love green.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love green. Yeah.
Is it pretty difficult when they start adding like rhinestones and stuff like that?
100%.
Yeah.
Time takes longer. Moldings have to be made.
Yeah. Because this is different. It's like multiple layers también, no?
Multiple
It's
layers.
Like,
It's the screen print, then you have the green print, the black, and then you have puff
The
embroidery,
stitching.
and then you have rhinestones, you know. And we also get to pick the sizing and everything of the rhinestone.
LA 31. I love this.
The distress on it.
Distress,
I think
bro.
that's very much in right now.
Yeah, that's like my favorite thing right now, actually. So
100.
when you come up with these concepts, bro, do you already know that like, hey, I want for it to
So
have this?
you know, my guys are actually like creative directors too for the brand, so they like certain stuff and they know exactly where to put it. They know exactly what's needed and they know exactly what to tell them.
The
you know?
material too.
So the material, the guys handle all that materials, everything. You know what I mean?
It's a never-ending bag. You know what I mean?
It's like a never-ending bag.
Yeah. Bro, this is the one. When I
That
saw
one's
it, I was
hard,
like,
huh?
I saw it on TikTok. I think somebody from your team posted it, and I saw it and I was like, bro, this is hard.
That's
even the
hard.
way even this feels different.
The suede, the suede
the
is different.
suede-
Clean,
it's
simple.
neutral too. You can wear it with everything.
Anything. If you're wearing yellow, you can wear it with yellow. That one's
Bro.
tough, bro.
You guys are gonna see me with this one, heavy,
Yeah.
with all my fits. And I feel like this is kind of like represents the concept the most. You know,
That's why we based it on that.
Yeah.
That's exactly. See, like it's pretty obvious,
Yeah.
right? This one says, ready for war, born for war."
31.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I
The
love
helmet's my
cross.
favorite. The helmet.
Yeah.
psh,
I would
cross.
from this. I would probably go with the cross.
Yeah, the cross is
Yeah.
fire, huh? With the smiley face. Oh, that's
Yeah,
so nice,
The
huh?
cross and the front, like
Yeah,
this
the
is
front
different
is
too.
nice.
I like it because back in the day, you know how like back in the day there was those like tagging crews.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to be like in the tagging crew. I used to love doing like
Oh my god, bro!
sketches
I remember I
and
had and then on the,
the
notepads.
notebook.
Yeah, the
el que se
notepads.
mira como este.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro! They call it composition notebook.
Composition
Yeah.
notebook, yeah, bro. Honestly, like me looking at these hats, there's so much effort, bro.
So much effort. The guys put so much effort, dedication, endless nights of promo, huh, Lua? Endless marisco bites.
Like yeah, how like obviously you guys come up with like a bunch of like different concepts. Like how often do you guys like scratch completely like something that you
Every
invested
day.
so many times in?
Every
Yeah.
day. We'll never get tired of it, bro. I mean, that's what keeps the baby going.
Yeah.
That's what keeps the baby alive. So that's what we have to do. That's what we will do. Yeah. That one, oh my
Bro,
god,
it's like
bro.
a tienes.
People love that one.
Yeah. It's like cuando la miré
You gotta see the
from
detail,
mark,
and you gotta like really display it on the camera. The side patches, everything.
super detail, washed out look, different
Yeah.
colors, different stitching, different fonts. Yeah, this is hard, bro. A mí me gustó mucho the front, but even this, because I remember like growing up, again, right, we didn't have money, but one of my cousins was like big into skateboarding, bro, and he would always get like sponsored decks because it was good, and I would always want
Really?
yeah, bro, and I would always want a
sticker.
World Industries, right? That's what's called, right? World Industries.
I believe so.
Yeah, World Industries board. So this took me back to that.
Down and you know what's crazy? There's like something of everything in there, right?
Yeah.
Like the wash.
31 loves you.
The wash makes it stand out.
Yeah.
Like who
The
the F
stress,
is 31? You know what I
wash.
mean? It's 3-0 and then 1. Like 31.
The stress look, even the interior.
The interior on that one's
Oh,
crazy. It reminds me
yeah.
of like some inside of some shoes.
It does.
Yeah, you know, like the inside of like the famous dunk, something that would have dropped in. I'm glad you appreciate the detail because that's what the guys put into it. You know.
I mean,
time and
as a creative, like how can you not? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
no, for sure. You're
Yeah,
into
yeah,
media, so you
yeah.
know, like the guys have a very tough creative process to making stuff like this happen. So
Yeah.
that one's called LA Thorns, and it's basically because it has a LA logo with thorns.
The thorns of detail.
And people love white and black, bro. Black hats, oh
Yeah.
my, everybody's favorite. Like you know,
Because
you
it's
like black
neutral.
hats. Neutral,
know?
bro. You can wear with everything.
Yeah.
You could wear that literally with everything.
With anything, bro. I could probably even wear it with this right now.
And then this is a steel head. So
Yeah,
basically, you saw it goes back
Yeah.
to the metal. That metal, that sheet of metal, you know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah.
stamped one?
I work with one of my clients. He owns like a steel company.
Oh,
He
wow.
does like I think you follow him. His name's Vic.
What company is he on?
Complex Steel Buildings. But yeah, this reminds me of him because he does like a bunch of like metal buildings. So shout out to my guy Vic.
Shout out Vic. My boy said,
Yeah.
you guys already know. That one, you know what's crazy? The way they matched it. You see, this is. I like to shape the hats a lot.
Yeah,
There-
let me
see,
see.
I'm a hat
Yeah.
guy. I'm a hat guy. So like, even when people see like from the sides like a little damage, it's not really damage. You just
It's
gotta
just,
shape it.
adjust it,
Like you gotta shape it into your head. You know what I mean? Like once you have it like this, crispy, and then you go back and you put it where you like it. I'm glad you liked them, bro.
Yeah,
Well, it
bro.
seems like
all
you
of them
like
are
them, you know?
hard. No, all of them are super hard.
Yeah, I hope you wear some. You know.
I'm aware of all of
I
them.
feel like the hat game has evolved so much.
So
that
much.
materials are top quality, everything, and that's better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We want to give the best quality. We want people to have the best quality. We want you to feel like right now you're talking about like the suede being different. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've experienced other hats in the past.
Yeah, 100%.
Even me, I know because I make them. So my old hats were not as this, you know.
as detailed.
And now I wish I could have gave people that, you know. Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the things that I've always been into hats, like always, you know. So seeing the evolution, but the biggest thing coming from like our people, like Latinos, like that's what makes it, you know, even more to me. You know what I mean? It makes it mean more than just going with like a new era or
100%.
You know?
Some people rather throw this on than those brands.
yeah,
You know?
100%. Yeah, bro. So I appreciate, you know, obviously opening up the doors to
I appreciate
the
you so
location
much,
and
bro.
the team, and
Thank you so much.
you know, it's a pleasure to finally, you know, connect and meet you. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
no,
So,
I know we've been texting for a few days, maybe
Yeah.
like weeks now, and
Yeah, bro.
I'm happy we made this happen. I'm happy
Likewise,
you
bro.
and your guy could take some hats home. We'll
Yeah,
for sure
man.
do the podcast
Appreciate
soon. You know,
taking care
I'm
of it.
actually looking forward to the podcast. I thought this was a podcast.
It felt honestly like we kind of like just started chopping it up, and we just kind of like I at least for me, I felt like we hit it off. You know what I mean?
I mean, you don't talk to somebody that long if you don't
Yeah.
if you don't like if you
It
don't
went
like
by
it,
like
man.
this,
It went
bro.
by like that, bro. I mean, it's like when the vibe is good, everything goes good. You know,
100%,
when
that
there's
part.
no vibe, there's no
Ni
talk.
pa qué,
Ni pa
yeah.
qué, no.
You've
like,
been like podcast.
done. No. So
But-
thank you so much again,
I
bro.
appreciate you, bro.
it,
Muchas gracias, eh?
Thank you, bro.
Bendiciones, and
Take care.
for your hat to continue
Shout out
to
to
keep
you and
growing.
your guy, man.
Yeah.
Shout out the guy
Shout out to
behind you that
Ro.
makes it happen as well.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys.
We'll get the
Man, I
VIP
hope-
experience directly
I hope
from
they're in
Henry.
your room like this instead of cuadros. Nah, just kidding.